Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Ansar Gilani, English commentator at the entire sports, instructor at Intercultural Studies, Social Sciences, English Literature and International Relations. You are regularly visiting my YouTube channel writing Ansar Gilani, and I am basically a trendsetter and navigating around all formats of sports, and I am to seek out the talent present over the planet of Pakistan and to get interviews from the different personalities of the Pakistan and different coming from the different segments of the society. We are right now present in Rodham Hall, where four of the courts are present for serving the badminton format of sports, where training sessions are held and as well as national and countrywide events are to be held. So the objective is to promote sports living within the circuit of Pakistan Sports Board. I am having one of the leading lady, Madam Saima Batool Jaffery. She is a leading figure representing Islamabad locally, as well as she roam around the world and participate in different format of sports, as well as she is a horse rider, she is a trainer, and regularly visiting the northern area, and particularly the most famous Shandur Mela that is having acclaim and acknowledgement worldwide, and it is regularly to be visited, and we would get some of the glimpse of her personality and her stepping into the world of training, and as well as her intellectual navigations and intellectuals working present at the present time. Saima Batool, we are present and would like to know about your early schooling and grooming, where from you get all your developments.
Well, Gilarisa, my grooming has started in the lab of my mother.
Right.
I born in a house where the ladies' house were very sophisticated, not formally educated, but very well trained. They were sophisticated, decent, learned ladies.
Right.
My grandmother, although she went to school probably, but she was a good poetess.
Right.
She used to speak two languages like Persian
Right.
and Potwari.
Right.
My mother, she was a very learned person too. So she had given me a right start of the grooming from there. After 5 years, when I was fully mature, ready to go to mix up with the other children,
Right.
I went to school on the right time, which was 5 years old, and I learned socialization from there, and there the life start out of the home,
Right.
and the sophistication and the civilization and the citizenship and countryship, that's what I started learning from there.
It means you are from a very refined, defined, and a sensitized section of the family, and you have been groomed and schooled at the earlier phase that you become confident as to how you are to rise in the life, as to how you are to face the upcoming challenges coming into life.
Yes,
Who
yes.
influenced you the most at the earlier phase of life?
Well, in an earlier phase of my life, I guess I had seen my grandmother.
Right.
She was a very beautiful. She was a tall, pretty, and what I saw in her, she was very firm by her character. I could see she's a very truthful person,
Right.
and I think since 5-6 years I've been influenced by her. And later there are many people in my life I get impressed, influenced,
Right.
inspired.
So the early, you can say, training and coaching made you able as to how you are to go so fluent and so you can say well paced with the upcoming personalities.
Yes.
Even the complex personalities have been faced, but you have been battled in a right
Yes,
way.
yes. My parents had transformed me as
Right.
a better child, and I remember my father was a badminton player and a horse rider.
Right.
And, he used to go for Radio Pakistan as well as as a civil servant too. But again, Gilani sir, when you are well fixed from your home,
Right.
well prepared from the four walls of your family inside,
Right.
I think they prepare you for the outer world.
Right.
When I went to school, I was about 6, 7 years. I start, participating in the sports like running and 100-meter races.
Athletic
and,
kind of activities.
Yeah, athletics and races and jumping and this, that, and that. And probably I start like basketball as
Right.
my favorite game.
That skill you.
Yeah, because they were the experts there. They decide, although I was a tall and well built,
Right.
so they chose me for the basketball. For one first day, I was like upset. Why am I playing this? But within a week, that was my favorite game, and I started playing. I began with the basketball, and then I played netball. I played hockey. I mean, there are very few sports I haven't done. Since then, I am in sports.
So you stepped into the world of sports, and who was the first motivation at the circuit of school that has rightfully framed you and defined you and set a particular track for you?
Yeah, there are many faces. But our sports teacher, her name was Parveen.
Right.
She was an excellent athlete, and her conduct with the player girls was excellent, and she was so sportive that God bless her. I think she's the first initiator.
You have been distinctive at academic also. Any medal or any prize or any contribution coming from schooling that would have given you confidence?
From schooling, I'm a person who's getting pampered from many outstanding
Performances.
performances, trophies, competitions, many things. And very recently, I had present Pakistan. I'm a very first Pakistani female who played international veteran. I have become the first veteran of the Pakistan and the first veteran of the Muslim country in badminton.
Very good.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of honor and pride for Pakistan that the lady in question in confidence, she is built enough to go into the world of, you can say, a committee of nations, in the committee of the debaters, and could give a better reflections. So as far as your academic and educational and as sports, what was the first choice of your sports?
Choice.
Yes, how you did step into a particular line of action that
Well,
this one area of sports to be followed rightfully.
Well, when I was a child, Gilani Saab, my brother was permitted to have horse ride.
Right.
And there was a horse in, I belong to such family where the horses are a tradition of our family.
Right.
And as a religious tradition as
Part
well.
of
I
history.
bought my Shiite house.
Taken to be a part of history.
Yeah. So my brother, the bad thing was I was not allowed to have a horse ride.
Right.
When I saw that, one day I asked my father that I'm going to ride, I have to ride. And my father said, no, you cannot ride. Girls are not allowed. And I thought, what is this? Why am I not? What is so wrong in me? And that was the minute, actually. I started thinking, and the same afternoon, and everybody was sleeping. It was summer.
Right.
And I just went to the courtyard, and because I was so short and little, I had to get the I don't remember whether it was a stool, desk or chair.
Right.
I just took it and I just jumped on the horseback.
Right.
From there, that was the minute of my life that I understand I can manage and do.
It means the initiative first came from your side, and then the governors of the house and the governors of all the going through theory that they proved that you can excel in it and you can step into it right.
Well, I think that minute when my father said, "You're not allowed to, girls do not ride," that was the minute and I thought, why not girls?
What was the right age when you stepped into this?
I was hardly 5'6".
5, 6.
Yeah.
So you traveled, you can say, many of the years. Still, you are to travel a lot of, you can say, years in the world of horse training and you can say riding How many competitions you have gone through so far?
Are you talking of badminton or horse riding?
Of the horse riding.
Because I'm a
Particularly,
writer as
I'm
well.
going to focus from infant stage you stepped into this. That's why I'm going to
Horse riding.
have sharing horse riding.
Gilani sir, when I was a young lady, horses were competition were only held within the forces, like a police force.
Right.
And I am not a person who was from the army or the forces. And the society I belong, of course my house, my parents, my brothers and my father had permitted me. But there were no such thing as in town, you call it competition.
Right.
You can say that there was a group of young girls, a group of young boys who used to do all this.
Right.
But in early 70s, we had to come to Rawalpindi just to participate in the race course, Rawalpindi.
From far-flung areas.
Of course, Jhelum.
Right.
Yeah. So I was totally discouraged because there was very few.
Slim strength of the participants
Yes.
at the world of ladies particularly.
Very few, and they were already so settled that there was no name of a girl who comes from a village and Jainam, there was no name of her.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was your first, you can say, appearance at the earlier stage when formation of your character building, as well as the trainer, as well as the writer, as well as how to get going with the leading. So what about rest of with the passage of time? Any particular experience you would have?
Of the horse riding?
Yeah, horse riding.
Many.
Horse riding.
Many. When later on in Islamabad, Pakistan, I had seen this entire saddles, and I was very happy and I joined them as well. And yes, then I've been encouraged. I played polo, I played races and what not. Yeah, that was the golden time and still is. But again, the competition. Sorry, there's no competition here again.
Right.
Even in Islamabad.
It was a stage to be made. So
Yes, still, Gilani sir, let me tell you one thing. There's no competition here. Still in Islamabad.
right.
You call it a competition.
Still, the environment is not ready.
No, not at all. Yeah, we play polo, we play. But yes, Shandur is one thing. But again,
That projects the potential.
well, again, that's a male dominating.
Right.
Again,
So it's a male dominating, or it's a lack of, you can say, patronage, sarprasti nahi ho rahi.
both.
Both. How
Both.
will
If you look back in the history of Pakistan, there are very few Pakistani ladies like few gentle ladies from Dera Ghazi Khan,
Right.
from this southern Punjab,
right?
the daughters of few lords. But again, they don't come up with the open hand as a competition, as
Right.
a competitors. Again, this sport you have to be very open.
Right.
But the choices are different in this country. The people who comes in the sport, they are definitely. This is an elitist game.
Right. It's
It's a
expensive.
horse ride. It's expensive. It's like
You can say the venues are needed, and the particular budgeting and plenty of sponsors
Many
and
things.
expenses
It's
if you are
unaffordable.
go at the height. So what are the you can say could be the contributing factors that will help this format of sports to bring into the mainstream line?
each one of us should be doing all this. I'm sorry, I don't agree that mainstream, because it cannot be mainstream of
Right.
this society, because it's a elite ancient sport.
Right.
It has to go and change with the passage of time. But country where you play cricket,
Right.
a country where you play badminton,
Right.
I don't think this is going to be
Even living in you can say a limited span of action and you can say command, and as well projections of the talent. How even within the elite this could be brought forward and could be made a rapio game. Even elite, if elite could claim for it, why not they make the ways level for it?
Yeah, they should select the young girls. They should have the women sports center for horses. they should have the riding schools for the young girls.
Right.
They can do it.
So
They should
what you can serve in this regard?
Anything.
You can initiate to take
Anything.
any institutions, or your plenty of other commitments would not allow you to spare time for
No,
such.
Brian, this like, a human being has to be composed. I'm a writer, I'm author of a couple of books, I'm a poetess, I'm a science writer, I am a badmintoner, I'm like a horse rider.
But which one is the chiefest one passion that drives you, that you are to set the priority for this first and second?
It's very difficult for me to set
chalk
the
out.
priority. It's very difficult. I love each minute of the sport. I love each minute of reading the books. I love each fraction of the minute when I create writing. I write the poetry or anything.
Anyhow, we will come to this, your area of intellectuality. I would focus here. How many Pakistani males or females participants are over there in Shandur Mela
Well,
every year?
well, very less again the forces.
Right.
And local means Islamabad is very few, very few.
Right.
And again, there's a home ground justification there. They justified there again there. Shandur is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful sport. But again, we have to work for this.
What steps should be taken to invite the attention of the foreigners as the riders to participate over there?
There should be exchange programs, sports exchange programs.
Right.
There's sports people like regardless of gender.
Right.
The boys, the girls, the little girls, the young ladies, the veterans should come. And similar, our countrymen like young boys, girls, and women should go abroad to learn. It should be exchange program.
Right. So, what kind of difficulties are there you mostly face, not being a lady, rather as a participant, or what more improvement should be there?
Well, you have restricted me to say about being a lady.
Because you could be a guiding force for them.
Well, first of all, the first thing is with the due apology. I like to be as a sports person, but I dislike to be a lady sports person. So things are of course changing, and I'm working very hard to bring an upcoming generation as soft, as beautiful as the entire world is. That's why I'm working very hard to be in sport. I'm bearing whatever I had to, and I am. It's difficult in men's society when you go closer and your horse is better than the men's horse,
Right.
better than the men's horse. Of course they mind that. Of course they throw the look on you that, oh my God, why is she here? I understand that. That's a quite discouragement.
Right. Is there any hope in the format of horse riding and training that some steps to be taken countrywide as to how they are to hunt the talent? How we can hunt the talent and how we can make a best lot, select a best lot from Pakistan?
Gilani Sahib, nothing is impossible. Nothing
Right.
is impossible. It is just to focus and have a big heart.
Right.
And please learn charity. Learn to be patient.
Right.
And learn to award the space to others too. Many things could be done as far as the force. Of course, if the whole sort of society,
Right.
they come together, join their hands, the forces, the civilized people, the
Right.
civil society, the students, the organizations, that could be done.
Right. Rightfully, we could say that all jobs can't be done by the single-handedly government. It's the civil society that is to be activated, and they are to be made themselves able to come forward and to make the ways leveled. Any format of sports, even it's elites, you can say passion, and elites could come forward to make this one.
Gilani Sahib, I'm not an elite. I'm not a
No,
government.
but this.
Listen to me. But I'm doing it.
But you,
Anybody could do it.
but you go among the elites,
Yeah.
and you know the ways of the elites class, and
I guess I am a real elite
Right.
who know and learn, award and share. I am
Right.
the real elite. Elites are not those who have and put their kitty clothes, locket and said it's for my family only. Those are not elites, those are misers.
right.
Yes, I can do anything and I would be doing anything. I agree that government is not there to pull you out of your bed and bring you out in the field and put you on the horseback and go for a ride. No,
Right.
it's your passion. It is you who has to get it done.
Right. Now the second phase of the sports. What about badminton? How did you choose it?
Badminton. Well, when I landed in this country, Pakistan, there's no basketball.
Right.
And one of my very darling friend, he is, and he was a very good badmintoner. And I thought, what should I do here? And I saw him playing, and I said, if you want, you can join it. There was a Rawalpindi, what you call that, sports stadium.
Shabazz complex.
No, that's an older one.
Liaquat complex.
The Liaquat complex.
Liaquat complex.
I went there, I saw a beautiful player there. Then I stopped playing from there. Then I started charity, and within few weeks, I was the vice president of the Badminton Association of the Rawalpindi Association.
Right. A big jump in.
Jump because I spent a lot of money.
Right.
My company was it was a software company.
Right.
It was a cyber internet, and we had sponsored entire
Right.
division here.
Right.
So that jump, and then I had a background, and I had a kind friends as well. I made this opportunity clear, and I become.
Right. You have gallery of friends that were really having an interest in
They
sports.
appreciated me, and I made an effort, and I was as you call me, outstanding person.
Right.
That I used to meet people. I was not a shy person. I was confident,
Right.
and I was a person who was enlightened. I used to shake hands with regardless of boy or girl. I never
Beyond the
get-
gender differences or any
I
kind of
never mind.
complex that we could
Yes.
perceive, because right from the beginning your schooling and grooming has been set on such grounds
Yes.
that you become a fearless lady, that it's all a game of confidence.
I
The
guess
life
it's
is
a
all a
part.
game of confidence. If you are well enough,
Not with the, no, being brave does not mean to invite the troubles for you, but yes, you have to be brave, that's very important.
right. So in the near past you have participated in any like this one.
Yes, it's very
Event.
recent. Yeah, very recent. I played this year the 42nd UAE competition of badminton, and then again scheduled. These were the most recent.
Outside the country,
Yes, I've been on house.
how many countries participated?
This, 12. There was a 12 countries.
What was the criteria? I mean the international players, or
Yes.
it was
Of course, it was open.
Amateurs
It
or-
was, no, it was open. And Ginani Sahib Open is more dangerous.
right.
Open
It's
is more-
an international
it's a
kind of
bigger
wrestling.
challenge.
It becomes
It's a bigger challenge.
right.
And there was a 12 countries. And there was the first Pakistani.
How many matches you played there?
I played all categories: single, double, men's, women's, double.
Three formats of you can
Yes.
say. Single and doubles, and then
Yeah.
and what was the standing there?
All
You
good.
reached to the victory
All
stand.
Good. All good.
You all
All
got.
good. Yeah, all good.
So what kind of appreciation and package came from the sitting audience there?
Well, first of all, I was not believed that I'm a Pakistani, and secondly, people wanted to appreciate me, but all right, your skin is not a Pakistani. You speak different English. There was a lot more Indian as well, and
You have an individual kind of brand of expression.
well, yes, I'm glad that I made an impression about Pakistan. And the next morning, a couple of people like high command people like Leanings, like Yonex officials, they came to meet me. They were surprised to see a veteran lady in an international tournament. They appreciate me, and the best comment I like that was there was a chief of some company there, IBM I guess.
Right.
He said, "Oh, Pakistan had made a beautiful change. I guess Imran Khan is doing well for the country."
Right. So
Yeah.
you are representing the soft image of Pakistan, being a lady from this planet of Pakistan. It's a matter of sorry, honor and pride. What would you say about how we can bring Pakistan into a sports culture? As in India, sports culture has got roots in it, but how long we are to travel to reach to the excellence and sports more and more to be played?
Gilani sir, it is a matter of pride, thank you so much, but it's a matter of responsibility too.
Right.
When you're battling within 12 countries, Europe is there, India is there, so
Right.
you have to be very, very responsible. Uh, what should we do? We should focus. I mean, you said how long?
Right.
We can do it within 6 months.
Right.
Time.
If we target.
Yes, we have to focus. We have to be very honest with the sport.
Right.
We have to be very honest with the country, with ourselves, or with the people like us.
Right.
So we can do it.
Where from we can bring the talent? From schools, we should start from the schools, or it should be open selections from clubs and other kinds of contributions.
All those people who are veterans, all those people who's been lord of
Right.
this battlefield, bring them as a role model.
Right.
And
As Jangir Khan, Jan Sher in
because
you can
because
say.
you start see in my this interview I said I have seen my grandmother and my father doing this.
Right.
When the children will see this all,
Inspiration is at home.
it is there. So you have to begin from all over.
Right.
Bring and begin from all over. It is not that you focus primary level or the school or the college or the youth. We are a overpopulated country, and we have many gems sitting at home.
You're right.
Bring them out.
It need to be picked out and to be trained
bring
enough.
them, pay them their respect, pay them their tribute, be fair with them. They will work for the country. They're countrymen.
Right.
They're country ladies. They love this country.
If we target, for example, badminton and squash and basketball, how in a shorter span of time could reach to excellence?
Again, it's a matter of hard work.
Hard work.
Yeah.
And a proper coaching and counseling.
Yeah.
Should we utilize national coaches, or we should hire from the international?
Anybody who's
effort?
good for the children, for the team. There's nothing wrong to hire within the country.
Within the circuit.
From abroad.
Is there a difference of technique and skill and environment and the mind and imagination
Many.
that could come from the foreigners in a better?
Of course it is. That's an advanced world.
Right.
That's a richer world.
Right.
And since they're rich countries, you can see anything mechanic.
Right.
Here, we're not that. I'm sorry, we're not that advanced. I mean, still you can find the floor, the wrong flooring, and again the mats are very expensive. The shoes are very expensive, and we have to bring leaning and yonex within the country. You can find yonex and leaning, who are the best gadget maker of the badminton,
Right.
online or on the Walmart, but you don't find them in Pakistan. You find India
Right.
and in UAE, but you don't find single outlet of yonex here in this country. You have to work with the all sorts, with
Right.
every bit of energy.
Are you presently doing somewhere any nature of job or nature of business?
Well, I'm not a business person at all.
Right.
Business means not into, but I am into a writing business.
Right.
I do write. As you know, we met a couple of times now to
In
Muqtadra
Academy of
House.
Letters.
Yeah.
Academy of
I've
Letters.
produced 2-3 books. I've been writing for many magazines. I'm a bilingual.
What's your particular focus of writing? What would you like to make object oriented?
It keeps on changing.
Right.
It keeps on changing. I mean, from past 2 years, I'm writing on science and technology.
Right.
When I was a school girl, I was writing fairy tales. When I was a college girl, I was writing romanticism, the poetry. But when I saw the light, my poetry, my type of writings has changed.
At every, you can say, frame and format of age, you have been changing your observation and experiences. The more you have been getting the experience in observation, the more you have been skilling and becoming a more mature and a right kind of minded
Thank
lady
you very
and
much
the
for
writer.
calling me mature. I think I'm still a student.
At where we rate being producing the Pakistani as a scientist or physicist?
Well, there are many names here. Dr. Ata Rahman is a big name here, and I had an honor to work with him when I was.
Parvez Udbai, right?
Yeah, Parvez Odwai is a great name. Professor Khurshid is a great name. Many great names here. Again, you have to clear the mind to accept the science
Right.
and the importance of the science.
Do we lack faculties or budgets or laboratories, or as a nation we are not socially integrated?
Gilani sir, we are a poor country. And
No
then,
doubt about it.
And then we're
Filled with all features.
yes, and then we are overpopulated as well.
Right.
So we have to.
So what about literature? Have you read any writer that you got inspired? Rumi, Shakespeare,
Many.
Iqbal. Who is the choicest one and the most that has contributed in defining you as a persona?
Well, many. I mean, not only Rumi, there's a Mir
Right.
Muhammad Baksh as well.
Right.
There are Punjab ke Sufia. There
Bulle
are-
Shah, Waris, Sultan Bahu,
Yeah, and
sophist writers.
Yeah, and it is not only Rumi, many, Farooq Farhuzad,
Right.
Khansa, the Arabic, the legend, the first poetess of the Arabic history. Many.
Right.
Right.
So, what would you recommend the modern generation, ongoing generation, that they should, why they should read literature apart from the syllabus activities? Because we should, you can say, instigate our imagination.
Well, Gilani Sam, I'm a very humble person. I am not in a capacity to advise, but as you say.
But as an experience,
yes, it's good to.
because you have an eye that fixed on the society's activities and what's
Yeah,
going on.
yeah,
Where do
I
we
think-
rate ourselves?
Thank you. I guess reading is a good habit, and book is the best friend.
Right.
And still, the book is a best friend. And have a patience. Learn patience. Please learn patience and take the questions.
Right.
And please focus the answer. Don't irritate. Know the questions.
Right.
And please answer. And if you don't know the answer, please learn about the answer. Get to know the things.
So, should we go for public forums or debating forums where we could bring the different, you can say, people from the different societies, different segments of society nearer together? How we can bring the different people into one page, that they should break their distances and differences and come at one page at the thinking painting.
I don't agree with the coming on one page, because these differences are the beauty of the society.
Just at speaking point of view, as far as the ideologies are concerned, every soul selects its own society.
Yeah. They should have patience for each other. Bear each other's thought.
Right.
Please bear each other. Welcome each other's brain. Don't be authoritarian.
Right.
Don't be a dictator. So be enlightened. Be a friend. Engage yourself with the positivity.
So how we can bring people into the forest world, that nature should be visited, why nature to be visited,
If we
why
not-
we should visit to the green areas to ignite our imagination.